Hi there, I'm Thack. Welcome to Thack Ironworks. We have recently been doing several videos on sculptural blacksmithing, I guess we'll call it. And I decided I wanted to do a really stripped down one today, something very basic and simple for a beginner, and utilizing a bird's eye punch. And I know what you're asking yourself. I don't have a bird's eye punch. How do I make a bird's eye punch? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that's what we're going to do right now. So this is a bird's eye punch, and I'm not sure if we are focusing in on that. What I'm going to do now is take a piece of 5160 spring steel. This is a piece of old coil spring, and I'm going to forge that and make it into a bird's eye punch. Then we will make a bird. So here we go. So I'm just doing a square taper. This is, I don't know, 5/8, I think it's 3/4 diameter. I want to bring it down so that we're about, I don't know, about a 3/8 diameter. So I've just done a square taper, and now I'm going to knock the corners off and make that into an octagon. And I'm just going to check it for overall straightness by rotating it. And that's pretty good. Okay, so I got it in the vise, upright, and sitting on the yoke at the bottom of the vise there. And now I'm coming in with a kind of dull center punch. And the trick is to find the center, so you can do a light tap and then just kind of adjust as you need to get it centered out. Okay, I'm gonna get another heat on there. That one cooled off fairly quickly. Round two. You wanna be fairly efficient with getting it into place. You don't have a whole lot of time. This is not a lot of mass. It's gonna cool down quickly. I'm still trying to adjust my straightness here. Maybe not succeeding as well as I would like. I can see it's a little bit off, but we'll be able to kind of fix that with the grinder. Okay, so I'm good and deep there. I've got enough of the shape there. That's what we need to do for now. I'm gonna let that cool off and then go to the grinder and I will true that up. Okay, so my hand was probably in the way a lot of the time there, but basically I was moving this around as I needed to adjust the center as I was off center, so I needed to come in at a fairly steep angle to kind of push it over. So that is what was happening there. I'm not sure what you were actually seeing on camera, but that was the idea, in that I'm moving this around to try to get this cavity as centered as possible. So that was noisy, at least it was for me. I don't know if it will be for you guys. So what I did was kind of evened out the edge there, and then I actually kind of rolled it on here to kind of rocking it back and forth there to create a little bit of a curved bevel that goes into that sharp edge there. So that is it. If you're getting a good visual on that, that's our bird's eye punch. 1/4 by 1 inch flat bar. The piece is about 30 inches long. It's just whatever's comfortable to hold. I'm putting a blunt point on here. This is going to become the tail of our owl. We're making an owl, if I didn't say so before. Like that. Get some more heat on there. Just chamfering the edges, trying to take that down on a 45 just to round out the body here. Okay, now, still got enough heat. I'm going to come in with a ball peen hammer here, and I'm just going to texture the body. I'm trying to do this dead simple, so this is going to represent the feathers of the bird. Not sure if that's showing up yet. It will after we shine it up. So there we go. Now we're going to use the bird's eye punch. All right, I've grabbed my brand new bird's eye punch here, and I am going to now place the eyes. I'm going just a little bit beyond center here, and then try to get the other one balanced out there. It's one of the rare occasions that I'm actually using a bird's eye punch to make a bird's eye. They have so many other uses. Let me get a little more heat on there. I want to spread those out a little bit more. I did not heat treat this, by the way, because it's a hot working tool. I generally don't. I just use whatever tool seal I'm using, 5160 typically, and the extra carbon in there usually makes it tough enough to withstand its life working in hot steel. Okay, so we got my eyes in there. Now I'm going to do a little bit more chisel work on there. Some more details. Let's see what we can find for little chisels. We need to put a beak on this thing. This chisel is too dull. Maybe we should put legs on just for fun. Now, I'm dropping down into the black heat range, but I can still do some chisel work even at this low heat, and makes it a little easier to see things. Okay, got some funky little legs on there. This thing is fairly crude by my standards, but I think it's kind of cool. I am going to now actually nip some horns on this. We'll make this into a horned owl and then leave a spot for a hole so it can be hung as a pendant. Coming in with a hot chisel here and a bit of an angle. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a piece of scrap under here because I actually want to cut through all the way through at the edges. Get a little more heat on there. Okay, now I've got a little punch here. I want to punch a hole in here rather than drill it. Typically I would just drill it, but since we're doing everything hot here, I'm trying to do it fast. I don't want to wait for it to cool off. So I'll show you that you can actually punch a hole. Cutting there, get my cutting plate. Don't want to cut into the anvil. I think it's pretty obvious why I do that. Unfortunately, my cutting plate has linseed oil on and kind of smoking up. Kind of a weird, funky smell. Okay, I was yakking away and the thing cut through and shot away, so I just pulled it back on here. It's just cooling off now. So there you see it. We'll let that cool off and I'll buff it up, pull out some highlights so you get a clearer beauty shot of the thing, but I could just talk about it right now. So there you go. This is pretty crude by my standards. I would say I'm treading very dangerously close to macaroni art territory on this particular one, but it's kind of cute, I suppose, and you know, I can do cute. I can do that once in a while. So there you go, a nice fun little project showing the bird's eye punch. So please subscribe, tune in. We're doing more sculptural blacksmithing videos and videos of all kinds actually. Our next sculptural one is going to be Cthulhu. The Cthulhu head sculpture that I'll be working on in a series of videos showing the transformation of that. So please tune in, thumbs up, all that stuff. That's it. Goodbye. See ya. Back out. See ya.